Once upon a time, not in Middle-earth but in the real world, there lived a boy who would grow up to become the father of modern fantasy. His name, John Ronald Reuel Tolkien, but you can call him Tolkien. Born on January 3, 1892, in Bloemfontein, South Africa, Tolkien's journey began far from the misty mountains and enchanted forests he would one day dream up. But even as a child, stories and language whispered to him in the breeze. When he was just 4, tragedy struck. His father passed away, and his mother moved John and his brother Hilary back to England. It was there, in the green countryside of Sarhol, that Tolkien's imagination took root, deep in the earth like an ancient ent. His mother, Mabel, homeschooled young John in Latin, French, and botany. But most importantly, she taught him to love learning. Sadly, she died when Tolkien was just 12, and he was left in the care of a Catholic priest. But what's a great story without a little romance? Enter Edith Bratt, 3 years older, full of charm, and the girl who would inspire elven princesses. Their love was put on pause, strictly forbidden by Tolkien's guardian. But like any epic tale, love endures. On his 21st birthday, Tolkien wrote to Edith, declared his love, and they were soon engaged. A real-life Arwen and Aragorn. At Oxford, Tolkien dove into languages like a dragon hoarding gold. Old English, Norse, Finnish. He didn't just learn them, he played with them, crafting new tongues like Quenya and Sindarin, the languages of the elves. But darkness fell across the land. World War I erupted, and Tolkien served as a signals officer in the Battle of the Somme. Most of his close friends did not return. Amidst the mud and madness, Tolkien began writing, not to escape, but to make sense of a broken world. It was during these dark times that the seeds of Middle-earth were sown. Tales of Beren and Lúthien, brave heroes, ancient evils, all whispering from his mind onto the page. After the war, he became a professor at Oxford, married Edith and raised 4 children. But while grading papers and translating Beowulf, he never stopped writing. One day, while grading exams, Tolkien scribbled, "In a hole in the ground there lived a hobbit." That sentence changed everything. His children loved the stories of Bilbo Baggins so much, he wrote The Hobbit, published in 1937. It was a hit. Readers demanded more. Publishers begged for sequels. And Tolkien, ever the perfectionist, delivered something far grander. It took 12 years, but in 1954, The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King emerged, a trilogy of epic proportions. But Tolkien didn't just write stories, he built a world. Languages, lineages, maps, legends, entire civilizations. His work wasn't just fantasy, it was mythology. Fun fact, Tolkien was part of a literary group called the Inklings, alongside his good friend C.S. Lewis, who wrote the Chronicles of Narnia. They encouraged each other, argued a lot, and inspired generations of writers. Tolkien retired in the 1950s, but his world grew larger than he ever imagined. Letters poured in, fans adored him. In 1972, Queen Elizabeth made him a commander of the British Empire. After Edith passed away in 1971, Tolkien had her grave inscribed Lúthien. When he passed a year later, his name was added as Beren. A love story immortalized. Tolkien's legacy, a world of wonder, Frodo, Gandalf, Galadriel, Aragorn, all marching through the minds of readers and dreamers. From books to blockbusters, cosplay to college courses, Middle-earth lives on. Because Tolkien didn't just write fantasy, he defined it. So next time you see a hobbit, hear Elvish, or dream of dragons. Remember the man who brought magic to the world with nothing more than a pen, a pipe, and a boundless imagination. Like what you saw? Give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to Wrath of History, where the past is epic